Good morning to every single one of you. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. I hope everybody's back to their normal lives, and then I'm glad I got everything back to normal where it was. Sometimes whether I have it or I don't, so everything's just gonna be all up the same, because right now we're on a different level, so let's just enjoy this being single until I find the right person will come to my life with me. All right. So anyway, I want to talk about that, why you should not ask a narcissist for your information. Okay? I gotta tell you this, because I'm about to warn y'all. Okay? Please be careful not to have any contact with your ex. Okay? So the only reason why I'm telling you is this. Someone is trying to use your information. Dealing with a narcissist can be dangerous. All right? So you need to tell somebody, to cut your lives off, make them go away for good. I'm not dealing with that no more. Okay? Because if any narcissist asking for my personal information, I'm not gonna give them their my personal stuff. I would just tell them, nope, you're not welcome into my life. Okay? So because I really told y'all like this in my previous video. Okay, do not go back to your ex, because it could be a death trap. All right, and because God is watching y'all. God doesn't like fornicators, and that it is unacceptable. Okay, we do not allow that over here. All right, and so you really need to be careful who you dealing with. All right, because we would be ending up living in these bad times together. All right, so don't be pleasing with those bad people, man, because God does not allow that. All right, so quit allowing people to get back in your life, because they are your enemy. Okay, always remember that. All right, Because even though at you know, because imagine imagine, you know, at work like I was doing, you know, if anyone, I don't mean to say this, but if anybody starts to sexual harassing me, you know, or things like dangerously what's going on, you know, I would go talk to my supervisor about this straight up. All right, so you really need to be very cautious about that, because, you know, because as for some of y'all, this can cause you to lose jobs, man. So you got to be very careful what's going on right now. All right, so yeah, even though when you're dealing with a narcissist, you know, it's gonna be pitiful. All right, so because you're like, because technically you're going outside, you know, dating a narcissistic person that can destroy your life. All right, so you're gonna have to avoid all of that, because it's inappropriate. Okay, because man, oh man, God is serious about it. Okay, because I know he does not play like that. All right, trust me. You know, because, you know, I've been, you know, not having anything to do with these you know, with this typical situation going on. I just have to ignore them, you know, not to say anything about it, because, you know, it's just you know, it could be an inappropriate relationship, you know what I mean, you know. So okay, yeah, so you really need to stop asking a narcissist for your phone number or your email, because, you know, they want to keep, you know, calling you and sending you those disrespectful texts on your phone, you know, because God is not going to accept that. And I'm going to unaccept too. You know. Alright? So you have to be very careful what you're doing. You know, do not let anybody touch you for that. You know, I know, because, like, I've been you know, watching all over the news that, you know, there was like a teacher who was sexually harassment, you know, with the student. You know, that's very inappropriate, you know. So you want to you know, go to call these people, call law enforcement to come get them, and take them out of the company, for good. All right. So please be very careful from now on, because this could be totally severe for everybody in this world. Okay. So please be very careful. Okay. I don't want to see anyone to get hurt. So you have to be aware of that. All right. So don't get yourself in a bad situation here. Okay. So don't do that. All right. So, yeah. So, I truly appreciate what you're going through. I know it's been tough times because, people are constantly just, fighting over a relationship with someone. I can't, I just cannot joke about that. It's ridiculous, when someone, is using, you, trying to, to become violent and all that. I don't do that in front of everybody. That's not how the way it works. So you gotta be very careful at that. All right. Trying to deal with a narcissist, can be dangerous, like I said about 10 minutes ago in this video. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go today. I know it's been like I know it's been a couple of weeks ever since I got back to my regular platform. I'm ready to get this get this next day started, so we can have some respect for everybody. Have a better relationship with them, so no one will come to you in your lives. I can't, so I don't want to have nothing to do with dealing with the narcissist. I cannot go back to that. All right. So yeah. All right, guys, I just wanted to say, have an amazing day. Please take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water outside, because I know it's about 100 degrees this afternoon, so make sure you need to drink plenty of cold water. So stay hydrated. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video for today. So hopefully tomorrow we'll talk about some more stuff that it's going on lately. So we'll tie up some more things together on that. All right. Take care. I love y'all. Peace.